Hey guys, and welcome to what is going to be the first part of a 4-part Uncharted series playthrough. And we're starting with Uncharted Golden Abyss, which is the first game chronologically with regards to the storyline. So I chose Tearaway as my last playthrough because Tearaway is my favorite game on Vita, and I'm choosing Uncharted this time because Uncharted is my favorite series ever. I often say that, and well, we'll get into that later. But let's start a new game first. My favorite difficulty is hard. I don't know why I don't have an option for crushing. That's strange. It's all right though. My favorite difficulty is hard. I already got the platinum in this game, but anyway. Hard has a good balance between like really hard. Let's save this one here. Has a good balance between like really tough enemies but not unfair situations. Whereas crushing, the enemies aren't any harder. You're just a lot weaker. You die pretty quick. Anyway, when I say Uncharted is my favorite series, a lot of people, like a lot of my friends, my gamer friends, say like, "Oh, what were you like born in '97 or something?" Which is fair criticism. But hopefully you guys who haven't played it and are watching sort of get to understand throughout the course of this series, the course of these games, why it is. I'll definitely be talking about that as I play. So this series, this game opens up on a flashback.
I got a report that shots were fired by the river.
It was nothing.
I'm telling you, it was.
Or rather,
trick.
not a flashback, but a feature event.
There's gonna be a lot less of them around come payday.
That, of course, is Dante.
Son of a bitch. I'll see you in hell.
I kind of wish they didn't sort of spoil that he's a bad guy in the first 10 seconds of the game. Alright. The first thing I noticed when I saw this game was just how gorgeous it was. Like, I walked here and then I looked at my shadow, and I was like, this is the first time I'm seeing real-time lighting on a portable, which is awesome. And of course, all the tutorials are popping up. It's going to be annoying.
Of course, that's easier said than done.
So Uncharted is all about third-person shooting and climbing and platforming, but not, you know, like super difficult climbing and platforming. And a lot of ledges breaking. Yeah, the series is definitely filled with that. I will say, in terms of where this stands on my personal favorite games of all times list, I would say it's well, not favorite games of all time, but like favorite in the Uncharted series. It would be ahead of the first game, ahead of Drake's Fortune, but behind Drake's Deception, and definitely behind Among Thieves. Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite game of all time, and definitely my favorite Uncharted game. But what makes this series my favorite series is that they were all good. Like, I played them all, and they were all. I was always, whenever I finished one of them, I was like, "Shit, that was good!" Like every single time, and I'm always thinking about it for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. I always want to play more. Like, I beat every single one of them on the hardest difficulty, and I can't say that for any other game series.
One of Dante's mercenaries. Bastards.
Alright, let's take this guy down. There we go. Let's grab that AK. Should be a handgun here too. Oh, I don't need it though. I'm still getting used to the controls. I haven't played this in a year. More than that, actually. Sweet. Alright, let's pop this guy in the head. Actually, let's see if maybe I can sneak up on him. Yep, got him there. There's a couple enemies across. I don't think I can make it without them seeing me. Let's see how far I can get. Alright, so let's see, what do I do here? So I have two choices. One, I can wait for that guy to stroll down here. I can probably get him. Or two, I could do this.
Make some. Get him.
I do find the analog. Oh crap. I do find the analog stick aiming in this game to be a little bit sensitive. But the reason why people love the aiming in this game was the. Let's just take out the AK. Was the inclusion of the tilt aiming, the gyroscope aiming, which is like super accurate. So it goes from being slightly less accurate than all the other Uncharted games to being more accurate than any of them because of the gyroscope aiming. So there will be these moments in this playthrough where I'm like, where do I go? Because it's been quite a while, but luckily Uncharted has very good conveyance, which I talked about a lot in the Tearaway series. So you notice that the blocks that you climb on are yellow. I notice a lot of people don't like that about Uncharted. They just kind of want to discover where to go on their own. But I will say, in a game that's fairly linear, that a game that's linear that doesn't point out where to go is the most frustrating game in the world. That's done.
Okay.
Heal up a bit. Screw you. There we go. It's funny because the gyroscope aiming becomes like so intuitive after a while. Like it just becomes automatic. Like I did it there without even realizing. Oh. Alright, let's go. It's not like you're not using the sticks. You use the sticks to kind of guide you towards who you want to fire at, and then you, with the gyroscope aiming, you kind of like, you can aim for his head that way.
I got him. You're a dead man. See how you like this?
Well, and I think that's the end of the flashback right there. Or rather, that scene. And now the rest of the game, up until that scene, 2 weeks earlier, will be a flashback.
Oh, damn it. Jeez.
It's a shame too, I really like Dante as a character.
Those are fancy.
Yeah.
Sell men's shoes where you got those?
Oh, very funny. Mr. Nathan Drake, always good for a laugh. Hey, look at these. Sea turtle. You know how much they sent me back?
What's the matter? Couldn't find your baby hippo boots?
So now you've joined Greenpeace all of a sudden?
It's just I don't go around wearing endangered species on my feet.
Yeah, well, they cost me a lot. More dough than you make in a
Oh,
year.
yeah? Which year? Had a couple good ones.
Oh, really?
Okay, one.
Yeah.
Hey, Einstein.
What?
You do know this says keep out.
Oh, you can read Spanish? Yeah, I know that. We got special permission.
I always said you were special.
Yeah, funny guy. Here. From here, we take the scenic route.
Last time we took the scenic route, I wound up in a ditch behind the Taj Mahal. Naked.
Well, it don't get any more scenic than that. Does it?
I love the banter. They really did the banter well in this game. Alright, so let's advance up. Now we're starting the first chapter.
keeping up
You
or
ain't
what?
seen nothing yet.
What's the hurry?
There's no hurry. We just got a lot to see.
A shocking amount of people I know, especially Vita gamers, have only played this game and not the rest of the series, which is criminal. Not that this game is bad, but it's just not as good as the other Uncharted games. It's a great
Since
game,
when are you a rock climber?
I'm not.
but
I'm a rope climber.
Cute.
Remember what Sully used to say? Necessity breeds invention.
Trust me, you don't want to hear Sully talk about inventive breeding.
You're quite the father figure. Up we go.
alright, so let's climb that once he's up. Can I get on now? Yeah, so I love that all of the touch stuff, or most of the touch stuff, is optional. Because and again, I just finished playing Tearaway, and that, of course, should be going up soon on my channel, obviously, or as this is going up.
Damn, where's my rope?
Oh,
No expert, but I'd say it's been cut.
Guero, son of a bitch.
Guero.
What did you say? Guero? Drug runner, I kidnap tourists for ransom, blow up the Panama Canal. Roberto Guero?
Oh, you've heard of him.
Deaf kids in Caracas have heard of him. Dante, please tell me we are not in General Loco's backyard.
Yeah, he ain't a goddamn general no more, right? The revolutionaries lost the war, remember? And besides, now he's just another pain in my ass. Hey, Drake, don't worry. Guerra don't go where I'm taking you.
Okay. So now you're a rock climber. This I gotta see.
Just don't stare at my ass and try to keep up.
But yeah, the way Tearaway does sort of the Vita's unique attributes like touch and tilt and motion, it does it right. Whereas this game, it doesn't need any of it, and nothing is. It's not really adding to the experience at all.
Whoa. I don't see that every day.
So it
This one
just
here?
feels really, really
I ain't
tacked
seen
on.
nothing yet. Come on.
So yeah, let's take a picture of this now. I don't mind so much taking pictures of stuff. Snap a
Why
picture
don't you
there.
take a picture? It'll last long.
Good. 80% grade of 100 is required. Okay, let's retry. Oh, I'm having some difficulties with my sound here. Zoom to 4x4 zoom. Like this. There you go. But it's good. Yeah, see, stuff like that. Like, I don't mind that I had to do that. It was all right, and also that was the first picture you
know how worn
take,
these handholds are?
and it's sort of
What do you think? 3,000 years old? 4?
it sort
Like
of
the ones at Mesa Verde.
introduces you to it,
Remember?
and now you
You were
can
so
optionally
scared.
do that
Thought you were gonna
to solve
cry.
mysteries.
That was different. It was
Which
dark,
is a really
and the
cool
price
feature,
is
actually.
high, and I had a bag of pottery
This game
shards
is
strapped to my
really
back.
pretty
I saw
for a
tears.
game.
Careful. It's a long way down.
Hey, I was the one who taught you how to do this, remember?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
Yeah, this is both like an awesome thing to happen to the Vita and a horrible thing to happen to the Vita to have this be a launch game, because it just set the expectations of every other game that much higher.
This is the great mystery that only I can solve?
Keep your pants on, will you? I'm getting to it. All right. You see our squat little friends here? Shit like this is scattered everywhere up on this ridge. Come on, smart guy. Tell me who made it.
You're quizzing me. I never thought I'd see the day.
Just making sure you're worth the price of admission.
Look at this.
You see now, we're gonna do a charcoal rubbing.
Can't make out the
A
symbol.
lot of people complained about
Too
these.
eroded.
These are fine. All you're doing is rubbing your finger
Easy, blisters. You don't have to rub the whole thing, you know.
on the screen. It's not that bad.
All right, hey. Try this guy.
Oh, not yet. Gotta
Hey,
go
watch
do this
it.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah. You gonna do that charcoal rubbing or what? You're getting your hands all dirty. What do you think, you're Picasso or something?
Alright, that's done.
Let's try those.
Now I gotta do those
Careful.
two.
Watch your step. These planks
The
are slippery
reason
as hell.
why
Yeah,
I like
especially if you're wearing sea turtles.
this kind of stuff,
It's
like this
called
isn't the
style,
gimmicky stuff I was
Drake.
talking
You
about.
should try it once in a while.
It's more like the
You
combat,
were
the
just
touchscreen
sneaky,
combat.
You look like my Uncle Mike.
This is gimmicky, but I don't
Careful.
mind it
I
because
hate this.
You still afraid of heights?
I'm doing things that I feel that
No.
Drake should be doing.
Ah. Falling to death. Yeah.
This is not something I would ever do under any circumstance.
If you do fall, you want me to bury you in those shoes?
Sure. As long as you get to wear your sneakers to the funeral. No dying on me now. Not while I still need you.
Thanks for your concern.
No problemo. That's what friends are for, right?
Alright, let's rub this charcoal.
Oh, now that's a rubbing. You must have practice.
What am I missing? There we go.
Looks like I need one more.
And here it
Don't rub
is.
too hard. They're gonna get excited.
Ooh, jealous?
If I didn't know better, I'd say you do that a lot.
Alright, so now I gotta organize them. This is the part I could kind of do without, at least in the main story. But luckily, you don't have to do it that often in the main story. The rest is, some of them are just optional, of course. There we go. Puzzle solved. And then, of course, it adds to your book. So now I have this clue right here in the book, and I have to collect all the other ones.
It's about damn time. What do you think it is?
That's not Mayan or Aztec.
Yeah?
I'd say Muisca, but they never migrated north of Colombia.
Nathan Drake. Walking encyclopedia.
Hey, the Kuna? They were in this part of Central America.
Come on, I got more to show you.
Alright, so let's pick up where we left off.
Whoa, whoa,
Pick
whoa.
up the pace.
Watch this log. It's a little squirrely.
Squirrely?
Squirrely.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, the tilting. This is the worst. This is the worst part of this game. Because at least in Uncharted 1, when you're walking straight ahead, you could tilt the DualShock in a way where you won't fall off. In this game, you will always fall off. At least once. You'll always mess it up.
Brownie.
Doesn't matter how perfect you are. You always have to do this little tilting mini game. So you did that,
What, are you
and
king of the
done.
jungle?
So
It's
the
a
reason
roll, Drake.
I don't like that is because it slows down the game unnecessarily. It should just be like, if I'm holding my Vita steady, he should just go.
Damn,
So I hate that he stops to balance himself out. It just slows it down for no reason.
You didn't just follow the road.
I miss all this?
But yeah, I would have really, really loved to see a second
See,
one.
what I tell you? Shit like this is everywhere.
I think Bend wanted to do a second one,
Most of
Sony
them
Bend.
never touched.
Looks like your General Guerrero wants to keep it that way.
God damn it, I told you, he ain't a general no more. Now, come on.
Alright, let's get up here.
Hey, there's something there. Can you reach it?
Maybe. Hold on.
Oh, on this side? This is the treasure collecting tutorial. Yeah, there's a shining object to the right. Can you guys see it? My first one. I think the first time I saw this too, like, this is a moment where I think I jumped this way the first time. Yeah, see how Drake's wet now? So, the first time that happened in Uncharted 1, when I got wet and my clothes were wet, I had never seen a character get, like, visibly wet in real time in a video game before. And I thought that was just the coolest thing I've ever seen. And then, you know, and obviously other video games have done it since then. But then I played this game, and that was the first time I saw it on a portable, and I was just like, almost in equal measure, lost my mind when I played this game. I was like, wow, they didn't even compromise there. I would say the main difference between this game and the first Uncharted in terms of graphics is that Drake does have, you know, some more detailed textures in this game than he does in the PS3 game. But in the PS3 game, the world, also I would say the lighting is better in this game. But the world in the PS3 one,
Hold on.
it's more alive, like it
Looks
moves.
some bridge statues.
When you walk through some foliage, it moves under your weight, which is really good. I wonder what they're going to add to the PS4 version.
looking at?
Let me see, let me see.
Right here. Relax. It's turquoise.
I would say
It's
out
of
of
some kind.
all
Style
the
matches the symbol
actors
at the rope bridge.
Cliff Schmidt.
that have ever
You know what this thing's
acted
worth?
in Uncharted,
It's just the beginning.
he's the
Come on,
weakest.
this way.
Dante's voice actor. Like, he just seems so cartoonish in a way. He seems like he's a sort of villain out of a 90s cartoon. I don't believe his accent. I don't believe anybody would talk or act like that. Whereas Uncharted, its strengths are, on its believable performances. So he's definitely the weakest out of all the characters in the series. And then after him would be another character in this game, Guerrero. And then after him would be another character in this game, Chase. So they're the three weakest in terms of voice acting ever in an Uncharted game, which kind of sucks for this game that the three weakest characters in the series are all in this game. But there's a couple of positives here. The first one is that they're not weak. They're just the weakest. I mean, you're comparing, their performances to some of the best voice actors in video games ever. So they're not bad. And second, this game still has Nolan North, obviously. It still has the guy that plays Sully. He's amazing in this game. Spoilers, Sully's in this game. Which is awesome. So it still has, once he's out of the way and you're with Sully, it gets a lot better.
You just might be right for a change.
I'm always right. That's why you still hang out with me. He's an ugly bastard, ain't he?
You say ruins like this are scattered everywhere?
100 square miles of stuff. Come on, we gotta go up through that gully up there.
I'm going to try to do one chapter per episode, I guess. I think this is chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2. So let's call it a video here. Next episode, we're going to do no prison tats. So I'll let... he's still going, isn't he? Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.